What's up YouTube? Welcome to Upside DIY. How's it going YouTube? I'm gonna do some potting today. So I got a few bags of coffee grinds, and then I've got pretty much a suitcase of soil to sift. Some clean soil, gotta sift that. And some of my stuff works, some doesn't work. But a few things and also styrofoam, like that styrofoam right there. I'm gonna mix it into the potting soil. I also need this thing. I could actually keep this up here for now and I can actually dump. And then besides some of the dirt and stuff, I got some wood chips. Half a bag of wood chips. So this is actually like store-bought terrarium stuff or soil. Got a bunch of like lizard sand. This cat's been around for a while, but and I got some of this stuff right here. I need to replant that thing for one. So what I'm gonna do is, and I've got another tub, which I'm probably gonna use this one, and some filter floss, where I was putting a bunch of filter floss, but so I'm gonna be dumping pretty much the stuff for the filter floss. So I got a bunch of this random potting. I use this for a few of things. Use this for sifting the. Alright, so I guess I've got this ready. Really want to empty out the suitcase at least, and using a bucket would be really good also. So I'm gonna grab my sifter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spray the cat with water. It just wants to keep itself. I want to spray you with water, stuff like that. And then I've got to, I've got to organize basically. There's gonna be, little spots here and there. I gotta have good shovel. Clean up while I can, get all the dirt situated. Got a few things here and there with sifters and so basically, and also have better camera situation. So I'm trying to make a few hands free, but thing is, just basically, but all these buckets and extra dirt, I will call it. So, got all types of pots, but and probably put stuff where I could actually work with it. But first things first, getting the more important stuff situated. So all these bags also I'm going to rinse off before I take them in, but kind of see the situation with kind of organizing and finally getting stuff finished up or worked on. So it's going to provide a little bit of relief that, you know, at least I'll have this eventually. But I don't. So with this stuff, I grind it down with a rock, basically. But where was I at this bucket? So let's go ahead and use this bucket. It's just that it's going to be really hard to move. Oh, shit, maybe not that bucket. Damn. So there's this. Yeah, it's been sifting a little bit. So like all this so it's basically a bunch of stuff to basically sift out. It's going to be a lot of, you know, just basically as much dirt as, but just start in one little spot section. So I guess the mix is wood and then soil, and then I've got the coffee, and the styrofoam. So once I you know, sort out a few things, get the buckets and have you know, things, you know, or get the potters or planters more organized and stuff, sift out as much stuff as I could. But just start in one little spot section. So I guess the mix is wood and then soil, and then I've got the coffee stuff. Sift out as much stuff as I could. I need basically strong containers, and, you know, just touch up on every little pile, or you know, just to the rubbish. So it's pretty sifted, this and that. All right, 2 more baskets. All right. So I just need to sift this one part out and then put it into that. All right, so grab it with both hands. I can shake it on one side first, then the other side. Then just get all the stuff to dump top layer. So as I mentioned, wood chips and dirt, coffee grinds, and the styrofoam. Oh, man. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. On the next video, I'm gonna be doing this another part. You know, sometimes things are just, you know, so I can put this inside of there or keep this around, and I've got filter floss. So there's a few ingredients for like a bag of soil would be like, it could go up to like $10 to $12. It just depends on the potting soil, but it's like $8 at least. You know, you can find a sale, but those are small bags. You know, it just depends, but you gotta, depends how much you gotta plant and reuse and stuff, but it goes a long way. It actually lasts a lot. If you like, you know, keep sifting it and then reusing, adding you know, compost or fertilizer, you know, you could, I've got probably like 4 or 5 bags, adding whatever you could, but you know, so, or you know, maybe the water, and also just the upkeep. Aeration is actually something that gotta really put into factoring why plants don't grow. Is they get suffocated at the roots. So it's like you gotta put holes, like all these planters, you gotta put holes on the side and also have them in a bucket of water like that right there, and maybe maybe they'll do okay. But yeah, I might bring out a soldering iron, I don't know. It just depends on what actually works. Maybe maybe they'll do okay, but yeah, I might bring out a soldering iron. Also, making these pallets. So I got 1 and 2 right here. So, you know, aeration, things like that. I gotta also touch up paint in a couple of spots. If they don't, well, I gotta put the wood pieces. There's actually 4 spots that I'm gonna screw in, and these are gonna be strong pallets. You know, just whatever space I have available at first, and then I'm gonna rotate, move stuff around, get rid of a few things. But it's a long story. But I've got bike parts. A while ago I had like the bikes like right here, which was a pretty good spot for it, but I got started doing, or you know, having the kiddie poles and all that stuff. So I put the good bikes in the shed. I might have like this space right here for like a 6-foot bike stand. It's not going to be that hard to clear out and stuff. After I mix up a lot of potting soil. But all this is gardening in this area, and besides that, it's like actually like right here. If it wasn't like gardening, I'm going to build like a tunnel that goes underneath, and I gotta, you know, this is going to be like a staircase somehow. It might be going this way and then that way, which would be good. But all through here, you know, I poured a slab, you know, parts of a slab and this and that. That used to be dirt and everything, but this is kind of like, you know, and most staircases and you know, those things last, you know, for the decent value of.